Well, greetings viewers, voyeurs, Gothadfunk here, and it's time for the old answers video for all the questions that you asked me the other day. Sorry, it took me a while to get to it. Anyways, Curious1 asked me, are you bald by choice or by nature? And the answer is both. At the moment, I'm a bit shaggy. At least that's shaggy for me. But yeah, I do tend to shave when I can, and so forth. But razors are fucking expensive these days. Anyway, Theo Halji asked me, where do I live? I live at the moment in the south of England, about 30 or 40 miles west of Brighton, something like that. Okay. Unable667 asks me, how long have I had the funk? I think since about 1968. I think that's the right year. Sly and the Family Stone, thank you for letting me be myself. Yeah. Ever since I heard that song, and then from there Stevie Wonder, and the list is endless by now, but yeah, that's how it all got started. How would you react if the second coming turned out to be Raptor Jesus? Well, I think the likelihood of there being a second coming is just about equal to the likelihood of it being a Raptor Jesus, so I wouldn't be surprised. Right, Cranium on Empty. Long time no see, man. What do you think about euthanasia? Well, generally speaking, I think there shouldn't be um, such a stigma about death in general. And euthanasia, frankly, obviously, it would need to be there. You couldn't just kill people for any old reason. But euthanasia, I'm kind of down with, as far if it's done according to someone's free will and they're mentally sound. I don't even think they do have to be suffering. Your suggestion in the question that you actually wrote me about going out in lots of pain, that's something I actually never considered before. I mean, you're right. Why not? Why not just choose for something excruciatingly painful, since you're going to die anyway and you won't remember it? Well, I don't know. Even though I don't believe in a soul or anything like that as such, it just seems to me that's not the way I want to go if I can help it. So I don't know. Call me old-fashioned or chicken, maybe. Anyway, also you asked me what do I think about overpopulation. Well, I think this world's pretty big and we have enough resources for everybody if we decided to share them. We're already overpopulated in the sense that we don't share our resources anywhere nearly equitably around the world. And, you know, therefore, overpopulation seems like a problem, but the actual problem is that we don't share our resources more equitably. And if we did, maybe it wouldn't be a problem. So that's my opinion. Bionic Dance asked me why. Reason is given by life, not vice versa. Sonios asked me, how long will I stay funky? Well, as long as I don't get arthritis, probably. Yeah, I loves me funky music, and I sure love dancing. I'm looking forward to going dancing again sometime soon, I think. Okay, Kazumi Fowler asked me, African or European swallow? I think both are tasty with the right spices. Sweet or salty? Mine tends to be sweet. Coke or Pepsi? I'm actually not fussed. If it's a cold drink on a hot day, either one will be perfectly fine. Android or iOS? Couldn't give a fuck. Old school stereo or modern speakers with a small subwoofer? I'm generally in favor of most of the technological advancements in high fidelity, so yeah, give me something modern that kicks ass, by all means. My friend Charmaine asks me a few questions. When you physically leave this world, what would you like your legacy to be? Now, Charmaine, I kind of think that's a trick question because, quite frankly, I will never physically leave this world. Insofar as I can't afford a trip into space, and it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to anytime soon unless I somehow magically win the lottery, in which case you can count on me putting my name down. But as far as leaving the world spiritually, as it were, I want my legacy to be, peace on earth, and goodwill toward men. I expect to fail. Do I have a bucket list? As a matter of fact, I do. I have a video about that I made way back in my very first few dozen videos. I have unlisted it now and will put it in the description box so you can watch it if you want. My favorite way to spend time. Well, I don't necessarily mean sexually, but I like being intimate with someone. That can be under loads of different circumstances, a walk in the woods, time spent alone doing anything with someone, as long as it's bringing you closer as people. I think that's kind of cool. That's my favorite thing to do. Top people I admire most and why? Well, I know this might sound like a vanilla answer, but I admire my kids a hell of a lot. I think they've turned out to be stunning individuals. I admire my best friends incredibly. They're very generous to me and also um, like me anyway, despite the fact that I'm me. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, and Charmaine finally asks if she was to come to the UK, what places merit visiting and why? There's all sorts. It's hard to even imagine how to suggest anything. There's an underground city in Scotland. I think it's called Queen Mary's something or something. I'd love to go and see that. It looks amazing in pictures. I can't even remember what it's really called. Um, Obviously, you can't come to Britain without seeing Stonehenge, although prepare to be underwhelmed. I wish you could walk amongst the stones, but they only let you do that like twice a year for the solstices. And without being able to go up and sort of get into the stones and experience them properly, I always feel cheated when I go to Stonehenge. Whereas if you go to some place like Avebury, it's equally magnificent, but you can walk around on the stones, and I even see people climbing on them sometimes, and I think that's great. Also, yeah, you need to go and see some stuff for sure. London's you can spend a whole holiday in London, and you wouldn't even have to go anywhere else. But the whole world's in London, and there's so much to do. It's a vibrant cosmopolitan city. Um, I would recommend Cornwall for old shit as well. There's stone circles galore and standing stones, and Dorset's good if you like ancient burials and hill forts, that kind of thing. I'm into the ancient stuff, so that's what I would recommend. I'm rambling. I think I've overdone it. There's your answer. Spirit Keeper asked me if I could put anyone on the 10-pound note, who would it be and why? And it can't be anybody who's been on the 10-pound note before. Well, in my tenure in this country so far, I think I'm correct in saying the 10-pound notes had Walter Raleigh, William Shakespeare, Charles Dickens, and Charles Darwin on it. And they're going to put Jane Austen on it next, I take it. Who would I put on? Well, I don't know. Humphrey Davy, maybe? Right. Looking Straight asks me, what is one thing in life that inspires me most? Um, well, the stars, I suppose. I can look into a starry night all night quite contently and never get bored. And it's amazing where it takes my mind when I do. So yeah, I think that's probably pretty inspiring because it takes me in different directions every time, but it's always fruitful, or it seems to be. Hellshade 2 asks me white meat or dark. Um, I should have had a really clever answer to that one, but I'm afraid I'm drawing up blank, so I'll just say white. Yeah. Give me the white breast. That's what I want. Best part of the bird. Jackluck4 asks, "What's your favorite way to watch a movie?" And she asks, do you like it in a great big cinema full of people and popcorn and whatever, or do you like it at home with some homemade popcorn and a widescreen TV, or maybe a drive-in movie, that kind of thing. My favorite way to watch a movie is about 3 or 4 rows away from the screen, assuming it's not a 3D movie. About 3 or 4 rows away from the screen, right smack dab in the middle. And I do approve and like popcorn and Junior Mints if I'm in America. This is my thing in America. I'll get Junior Mints, popcorn, and a drink. If I'm in the UK, I'll have like popcorn and a Mars bar and a drink, that kind of thing. Bagel Bites asked me, do I play video games, and if so, which ones? Yeah, I play at the moment. I play Candy Crush, and I play Pepper Panic, and I play Word Link, and I play Click Clack and Roll and Bump Bump. All of those are on King.com. Concord327 asked me, what are my political views? My political views are perfect and correct, and it's everyone else's that are fucked up. Right. Dragon Soul 99 asked me the woodchuck question. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? And the answer, of course, is 6.